me up there. Just about it. Yeah. So, just quick recap. So you've finished. So you'd captured the guy, and you're going to take him up to the destructive fortress, weren't you?
Oh, I don't have my microphone on there. Yeah, so yes, I was going to go up there and then head towards the spore wall, find a psychophore, and basically execute him that way.
Oh, yep. Cool.
Yeah, should be interesting. Why is that not popping up? Sorry, it's OBS is not detecting. Oh right, really have to change that. That was silly. All right. Okay. Let's get out my journal. Should have done this beforehand, but I didn't because it'd be big dumb.
It's okay.
Yeah. Character sheet. No. No, please. No. Oh my god. Why do you do that? Okay, there, it's gone. Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, no, let's go. Sorry.
Awesome. You can start.
Alright, well, yeah, well, I guess we leave town in the morning with, so is it just me and, Louis, or is the Anabaptist still with us?
No, it's just you and Louis at this point. The Anabaptist has left you.
Alright, sweet as well. I'll pay, I'm gonna pay Louis, how much did I have? I'll give him, I guess, a 1,000 drafts.
Okay. So you paid. So you paid Louis.
Yeah, paid Louis.
Still got your prisoner in tow.
Yep.
And I'm assuming so. The next part of your journey is to stock up for the rest. For your ride back to the fortress.
Yeah, basically. I mean, we have a few days still worth of food anyway, so.
Yep.
I don't think I really need anything. Yeah, I don't think I actually need anything, so.
But as long as you've got about 4 days worth of food, you should be okay.
Yeah. Now, where did I put food? Rations. Let's go rations. I still have my little notes down. I still have it written down over here, I believe. Oh yeah, I'd hate like 9 days of food. Okay.
Hold on, just gonna get something.
Yeah, no problemo. Super sleepy. got all you needed?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet as.
Okay, so you are. Yeah. So you're just gonna make your way over there.
Yep, basically.
Okay, cool. So you, after a few days of travel, it's relatively uneventful, just because it's quite a well-patrolled area. As you're going around, you can definitely see signs of battalion presences.
Yeah.
You make your way to the fortress. You go back to see your commanding officer, who's very, very. He seems to be quite happy with you, actually.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him like, hello, sir. I hope I trust that you've got my messages in advance.
Yes, indeed. We've been quite impressed with your progress over the last few days. Oh, we see you've got someone with you. Who's this fella?
He's a burn harvester who doesn't believe psychophores exist. So we're going to show him the error of his ways so he can have some first-hand experience on the dangers of burn and the sepsis as a whole.
Ah, well, are you going to take him for a walk along the wall then, eh?
I was hoping to show him a little more up close and personal, if you catch my drift.
Ah, you want to make a foray in?
Yes.
Well, in that case, we better make sure you're suited up for it.
Yep.
So you're gonna go through your you're gonna go through the inventory to get you your masks that you need.
Yeah, I'll get a proper gas mask. Yeah.
Yeah, proper gas masks.
How much do they cost? It's like
What's
100.
that?
They're like 100 and something, aren't they?
Oh, they're just gonna give them to you.
Oh, sweet as. And I'll add that to my inventory. Got down so many. Gas mask. I think they have an encumbrance of 1 if I remember correctly.
So you got your gas mask now, and you want to make your way in. Which way are you gonna go?
So we just have to head towards the spore wall, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we might as well, because this is the spore wall here, eh? The big, yeah. So I guess the river here, and then we can just
So you're gonna go up river.
take him up, go up the river, use the river, and then we could pretty much just push him into the spore wall and just have him walk on in.
Okay, sweet. So you're just gonna come up the river, and then you're just gonna push him off at the coast.
Yeah, I may shoot a shot of my gun into the spore field, just so if anything's in there, it's alerted to our presence.
Oh yeah. After you make your shot, you hear the sounds of screeching.
Yeah. And yeah, as we do that, we'll give the man a fighting chance, air quotes, and I'm going to hand him a knife. I'm just going to say good luck, and yeah, and that's it. And then we're going to push back across the river with our raft, and then I'm just going to sit there and watch what happens.
All right, so you can hear him very clearly getting upset as he's saying, "You can't leave me here," all that kind of stuff, and he just yells across the river, "What do you want me to do?"
And I just go, survive.
Well, how do you expect me to do that out here? You've just given me a knife.
And I won't respond to that, and I'm just going to wait to see if anything comes out of the spore field.
You can see movement just past where he is. The grass is starting to move quite a bit. You see his eyes glaze over as he turns around and walks straight into the field.
Yeah.
And that's the last you see of him.
Yep.
And I suppose you're going to have sounds of crunching.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll head back to the destructive fortress now.
Okay, so you've executed your prisoner. It's probably a good thing the Geneva Convention doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Pretty sure Geneva's gone.
Yep. Yeah, Geneva doesn't exist, so there's no Geneva Convention. Yeah, problem solved. So you go back to the destructive fortress, and your Gertrude, your commanding officer, looks at you and goes, well, let's see, you've gotten rid of your prisoner.
Yep. I'm certain he's got a first-hand experience on what the sepsis can do.
Well, we have a new mission for you. Now that you've gotten rid of your dead weight.
All right. Well, brief. I guess we gotta head into briefing now.
Yep. So your briefing is that you've been. The battalions have lost contact with an outpost about here.
Okay.
You were being commanded with taking 5 men with you to see what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So So obviously with the you go through all the stores, get all the provisions you guys are going to need, etc., etc. So they're all sorted.
And then obviously we'll go down. They've lost contact. So I'm going to ask, how long ago did we lose contact with our outpost?
We've had no contact with them for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
What
was our last message from them?
The last message was nothing untoward. It was fairly regular, but we've had 2 runners sent to them in the last weeks. Neither have returned.
All right. Was it only a battalion presence, or was it any of the other cults involved?
No, it was purely a battalion outpost.
Right. And how many men were at the said outpost?
There were 10.
And I'm assuming that with the whole spore field, the southern spore field thing being sorted out, that was a adventure finished.
Yes.
Yeah. I figured. Okay, I'll add the 2 XP for that. Alright. You stop clicking. God damn it. Alright, well, so how many people were located at the outpost before it went dark?
There were 10 people there.
10 people. Alright, well, what was the outpost's purpose?
It was recon.
Recon. I'm guessing on the surrounding spore fields, since it's quite central.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
And had they had any previous encounters with any other forces? Or any
No, the only difference that had been was that they were making taking longer forays into the field.
Yeah. And what was standard procedure for the outpost? How many were always at base, and how many were out during the fields at any one time?
So there were always 2 patrols and 4 at base.
Okay.
Patrols of 3.
All right, and and how old was the outpost? How long had it been established?
The outpost has been there for 2 months.
2 months. Okay, so it was only there for a month and a half.
Yeah.
And what were the regular reports like? What did they
The
The
regular reports were essentially just intelligence reports, saying what the surrounding area was like, and
I mean, what were the results? Did they ever notice anything? Were they watching anything in particular, or was it just like how risky?
No, they hadn't gotten that far yet. They were surveying the area before they made any more hasn't made anything else.
Okay. Well, we best start heading on out then already.
Yep. So you're gonna make your way there. You just want to make a direct line.
Yeah, direct line. I might as well while I have money to burn. Trying to think. What's the flamethrower stuff called? It's like black.
Hold on.
Because I'll get some of that, I think. I need to fucking rebirth. Actually, I wonder how much modifications cost. Because that could be a good idea to modify my gear. Alright, yeah, of course I was just that.
What were we looking for here?
Huh, that's actually surprisingly cheap. Smashed a hammer though, yeah. Fair enough. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's called fire dust. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, that's the spit. I like a Spitfire, right? Yeah. So fire dust. Oh, that's 80. So I'll get. I guess I'll get three canisters of fire dust.
3 canisters of fire dust. Okay, cool.
Times 3. I already have some. Oh, we should probably stock up on some medicine as well. So I only had 1 dose of. Where the hell is it gone? Oh, there we go. Got that. Okay, I think I'm fine for my for my medicine, so that's all right. I'm just gonna look at modifications then.
Yep. Go for it.
How much are modifications? Where is the pricing? Here we go. Possibilities. It doesn't actually say how much they cost. Oh, hang on. No. It's just a slot thing. It doesn't actually say how much modifications cost.
What's that?
For modifications, for modifying weapons and armor, it doesn't actually say how much they cost. It just says how many slots they use, and the effects.
Hold on. I'm sure it's here somewhere.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to. Main thing would be my sword. I'll modify for anything. Okay, so it's used nothing so far. Oh, how much does my... Oh, that's my armor. 2, 3, 2. So that's 5, and I have... Okay, so no, that's fine. I can easily still have my gas mask as well. Okay, so I don't need to do that enchantment. Because I was thinking of getting getting my sword balanced and having the weating, so it does 1 more damage and then has 1 to accuracy.
Yep.
But it doesn't say how
Right.
much it costs.
No, it doesn't. Hey, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I guess use good old Google.
Yeah,
That's
let's
for
see what that says.
actual scrapping. And what's for armor? No, I don't want to do that one. That could be cool.
Yeah, Google's not really being very helpful here.
And I guess you can just go to Logic and just look at what a weapon costs. The weapon itself, the Preservist sword, is 1,800. So I don't know if you want to go off like something off the base
Well, 20.
cost. 20%.
Yeah, 20% of the weapon cost I'll go for modifications.
Okay, sweet. So that would be
That'll be 180, 360.
360. Okay, cool.
2 mods, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 mods. And then, yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it. So what did you say, 360? Okay.
Yep.
So that will go to 7, 4. And then I've used both my slots. It is +1 to handling. I see +1 to handling, 1 to damage. And it's mods, sharpened, balanced. Okie dokie. Let's go look at my armor as well. I was thinking. Oh, so it has 2 slots. Oh, Preservist Spike. Oh, yeah, that actually is a different variety of armor. Oh, okay, so it didn't have respected, but it had 1 more armor. Huh, I don't notice that. Oh well, I'll just get the regular version. And I was thinking for my armor, getting the terrifying modification.
Right.
So basically,
does?
when I fight somebody, they have to do a. Hang on, where was it? No, that's weapons. Oh yeah, terrifying. There it is. Uses up 2 slots. 2C. So that's the difficulty is 2. Weapon armor Oh, here you go. Armor terrifying is. Terrifying. Oh yeah, then difficulty. Something about the armor awakens primal fear in those who see it. If their action roll on their faith plus willpower, psi plus faith / willpower difficulty fails, they can only attack the wearer of the armor with a -2 penalty. They can roll before every attack. Once the fear is vanquished, they are immune for the rest of the combat. An entire score of quality is accounted for. So basically, if somebody attacks me, they have to do a test. If they fail their willpower or faith test, then they get a -2 to the attack until they do succeed.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Terrifying. Cool. And then same thing, 20% of the cost.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm assuming what they're doing for that is adding you some spikes and shit on it.
Yeah, I was thinking of like making it so I look more like the actual how it's how this battalion and the the little movie they did, how he's got like the World War One helmet, he's got the cape and shit. I was thinking
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just
yeah.
going for that. So he's got the the spike to World War One helmet, and it's got the gas mask. I've got the gas mask and shit as well. So it's like yeah.
It just looked terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. And so I've used both my slots now. Okie dokie.
So you've done your spending?
I've done my spending.
Fantastic. So we're going to make your way across the river. Yeah, there's nothing really too untoward there. Obviously, the further and further away you get, you see that there's less and less people around.
Yeah.
Understandable. Well, as you're approaching where the outpost is supposed to be, you're quite surprised to see that there's not really much in the way of construction in front of you.
What do I see?
Well, you see what looks like there were buildings, but there are no more.
Ah, somebody's like fully fucking ripped everything apart. What's the terrain like? Is it's just hills? I'm guessing, just more rolling fields.
Yeah, it's sort of like you're not highlands, you're grassland here, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like the opposite. It's
So
fucking
you're kind of like
steppes.
rolling hills kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's the steppes of fucking Ukraine, man. I mean, Kiev is
Yep.
right there. There's the capital of Ukraine. Fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to think of where to go from here. So I guess we go. So I had 6 people with me. I guess is that including Louis or on top of Louis?
So you had 5 on top of Louis, so you got 6 with Louis.
Oh shit! Before we left, we should have picked up a radio. I guess.
Yeah. Okay. You can have a radio.
Yeah. Okay. So
We'll just assume you got it because that's a.
Yeah, that definitely would be something I'd want to pick up. I just because getting contact with radio. Radio is a radio. Okie dokie. Oh. Three. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna add that to my thing because that's definitely something I want to report back.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll walk around the base. Did they like leave the foundations, or like how much did they actually rip down?
So you can see that the construction was started on wooden stilts.
Okay.
And that's purely just to make sure that air can get underneath the buildings so they don't rot.
Yeah.
But the stilts are still there, but the buildings on top of them aren't.
And what would the buildings have been built out of?
They would have all just been timber constructions.
Just timber constructions. Okay. So it's not like something like scrappers would want the metal or anything. All right. Well, we'll report this back to base with the radio.
So obviously they're quite confused as to what's going on here because they were expecting there to be an outpost.
Yeah.
You've been asked to investigate the area to see if there's anything else you can glean from it.
Okay, I'm going to order everybody to. We're going to split into 2 groups. One, I'm going to get 2 people to follow Louis, and the other 2. Oh, hey, I know there's 5 other people.
There's 5.
So I'm going to send 3 people with Louis and 2 people with me. That's right math. No, it's not, because 6 people additional total. Yeah, no. So yeah, 3 people with Louis, 2 with me. Yes, that's right. We'll stay in eyesight with each other at all times, so we're always maintaining contact with the groups, and we're just basically going to just patrol the immediate area in a basically increasing. What's it called? Like it's basically spiraling. So we go do a perimeter watch, and then we just go wider and wider with our search, and basically going over the same like areas and stuff. So we're
Yep.
just trying to be thorough as fuck.
Okay. In the long grass, you find 3 bodies and a backpack.
Okay. Bodies. Who are they? And what condition
You
are they in?
you can't quite tell because they've been torn apart.
Okay. Well, we'll look in the back. I'll order somebody to open the backpack and look in that.
Inside the backpack is a book. Well, I say a book. It's a like a diary.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
you can't like obviously. I'm assuming you're going to read it. So
Yeah, I'll read it. Yeah.
obviously, like the first few pages of this, you can see that it was started when the outpost was being founded.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, the first week of it just details the construction of the buildings and then the second week onwards goes along with details of their forays.
Yeah.
Now, on their trips north, they never really found anything much apart from the usual stuff you find around Spoolfields.
Yeah.
We're going to the west. They noticed there was a lot of mechanized, like what used to looks like old ruins. Oh, I'm trying to explain this properly. Like old machinery. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay, so what was that in the west?
Yeah.
Okay, so this way. All right. Does it any details on what the machinery was? Just say there was machinery.
Nothing that they could recognize.
Nothing like.
They just looked like old machinery.
Okay. Well, we'll continue doing our loop until we've basically gone out to each of the rivers.
Mm-hmm.
So we've scanned everything in between there and circle out. So it'll be like something like this, you know.
Yeah, something like that.
So we have all the immediate vicinities sorted out.
Yep. So in the surrounding area, you found lots of pieces of broken timber, which you're going to assume is the building materials that were used to build the outpost. You can see that they've been broken with some force as well.
Okay. All right. We'll come back to the outpost, and I'm going to basically we'll go over the findings we found with the diary and the broken timber.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say to everybody, well, at first I thought this was probably the same scrap as we dealt with down south, but this seems to be something quite different. The spore fields seem to be nearby, but the nearest mother field is quite a while off. So it is possible that it was some type of psychophore moving quite far out. A Degenesis could easily probably pull this feet off, but I don't know. That doesn't seem overly likely, given the distance it would have had to travel. But there was obviously the machinery to the west seems to be the first thing we should definitely check out. I think from now on we always stick to the same. We always stick as one group.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to always make sure we are standing in a way that you're always in somebody's peripheral vision.
So you're maintaining sight lines all the time.
Maintaining sight lines at all times. So basically like I don't know what formations you would take, but I'm assuming there's military formations for that type of thing. And we might as well head out and check out this machinery.
Mm-hmm. So the machinery isn't actually too far away from you.
Okay.
It's actually just up here.
Yeah.
as you arrive, and you can see it is very, very rusted. Like this has been here for years and years and years.
Oh yeah, I'm guessing since the fall.
Uh huh.
Yeah, the echelon. Okay. Um, I don't have very good mechanical knowledge, but I might as well. Oh, hang on. No, I do have some points in artifacts. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. You know, I have nothing in artifacts. I'll just be doing a base intelligence roll. Uh,
Hmm.
okay, well, I might as well see if I can potentially figure out what it is. Okay, I got one trigger.
Oh, you got one on the trigger.
Yeah, it's one
All
out.
right. So you can see that it's old farming equipment.
Okay, so something. Well, I don't think this would have been related to the destruction of the outpost, unfortunately. What type of equipment? Like an old tractor, I'm guessing, and like.
Like old combat harvesters, etc., etc. But they've kind of just been piled there as if it was a junkyard.
Oh, okay, that's a little different then. How much are we talking here? Are we talking like, is this something that a scrapper would delight over, or is this just like one or two machines?
Well, we're looking at a good sized area full of machines, like a vehicle graveyard kind of thing.
I'm surprised the scrappers haven't been over this thing. Although this would be good resources for some form of perimeter fence. So we'll go through the all of us will go and scan through the whole thing to see if we can find anything immediately that stands out as noteworthy or something that stands out as being strange.
Okay. Let me just have a look at your sheet.
I have nothing in perception. What? Oh well.
Give me a science roll, please.
Science roll. Ah, that's not very good. Okay, at least I didn't plot botch it.
Oh, yeah, so just looking around, you notice that they don't seem to have any kind of propulsion. Like they've got none of them has any engines.
Okay, so they've removed all the engines. So Scrapper probably has been through here then. Okay.
Potentially.
Recycling, yeah. Rightio. Well, I ask if anyone else has found anything untoward, something that seems out of place.
Mm. One of your men comes back to you and he says that on the at the rear of the field there looks like there is an old habitation.
Okay, well, we'll go, that sounds promising. So we'll go and see what that is.
It's nothing more than what looks to be a hastily constructed steel structure made of bits and pieces of whatever was around.
All right, so like a corrugated iron shed type thing.
Yeah, yeah, and just random bits of machinery to make walls up and all that kind of thing.
All right. How many entrances? Just one. One entrance.
Just one entrance. It's like a shack.
All right. I tell everybody to keep their displayers at the ready, and I'll. Oh yeah, displays. Is our mollusks reacting at all to anything?
No.
No, no. Okay. I'll plant my display into the ground outside, and I will keep my hand on my sword, and I'll open the door and enter the building.
Mm-hmm. You can see an emaciated man inside, and he looks at you and he says, "Who are you?"
My name is Sindat Zalia. Fucking hell. I picked a difficult name. Said that earlier. But here with the battalions, we are investigating a disturbance of a sort, and you seem to be the nearest habitant. Well, the nearest inhabitant to that. Yeah, well, the nearest inhabitant. Yeah, not much else to say apart from that.
So, let me get this right. You've walked into my home because reasons.
Reasons I'm not yet willing to disclose. Yes.
I don't feel like you're someone who I should really get to know. You haven't introduced yourself. So what is it that you're doing?
As I said, me and my men here are investigating a disturbance nearby. You are the only inhabitant that we've come across so far, and I guess we have a couple of questions for you.
So just to get this right, only you are inside the house at the moment.
I guess I walked in. I don't know if anyone else came in as I was talking.
Okay. He says, "What do you mean we?"
I guess I'll call Louis in.
Louis comes in, and I'm assuming you just wanted to be played backup or something.
Yeah, just some backup. Yeah.
All right. What do you want to know?
Well, we just want to know if any nearby, anything nearby that's been out of the ordinary recently. Preferably within, was it 1 week or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks.
Specifically 2 weeks ago.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the men in metal.
Yes, that sounds promising to what we were probably looking for. Yes. What can you tell us of these metal men?
Well, they quite like being here, and they keep me fed, but I haven't seen them for a while. In fact, it's been about 2 weeks since I last saw them. Now, after the metal men came, they kept asking me about the spores, but I don't know much about them. I just see people coming and going, but they always come from the south.
Always come from the south. And I guess we'll compare that to our map. And are these spore fields to the south jotted down, or do we not know of these yet?
No, these are all marked for you.
They're all marked. So basically, everything I see on the map is something that we know about.
Yep.
All right, there are spore fields down there. Okay. And so there's two groups. There's the middlemen and some other group as well, or is it just the middlemen you've encountered?
No, so the other ones, they tend to. They bring. What is it they bring? They bring lots of loud things. They look like what's in here, but they move.
Do they ever talk?
Not to me. They talk to themselves. I can't understand them.
And are these? I'm just I'm assuming my character would know of was they as Mebros, or at least know of them, the big robot men. Like.
Sorry.
That's what they're called. What are they fucking called? There's Medo. I know it's like AS something. I can't remember what they're called though. I'm assuming I know they exist though. They're like one of the big things. You know, the fucking robot.
You know they exist.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, this here we go. Oh yeah, they're sumos. They're sumos, the machine men. Okay, and so there's the men of metal and the other ones. Okay. Would you be able to give me a detailed description of both groups? Like, what exactly do the men of metal look like?
He goes on a bit of a rambling explanation, but mostly what you can pick out is that he's describing what appear to be scrappers.
Ah, okay. And these men, what exactly did they want from you?
They just threatened me and told me to stay inside.
Well, they don't sound all too polite. And what about these this other group of people? What do they look like?
I only ever see them from a distance, but they're really big.
Much bigger than a normal human should be?
Oh, much bigger.
And what do they look like? Do they look like giant beasts, or do they also look like giant metal men?
Look like men, but they're really big. That's all I can tell you.
How far do
They don't speak.
They don't speak.
They just make noise. I can't understand.
So you're cutting in and out at the moment.
Sorry.
You're cutting in and out.
Right.
Oh no, you're fine now. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, you're fine back to being
okay.
good. Sorry, what was the last thing you just said? Sorry, I missed that.
I don't remember what I just said. He said they look like really big men.
Yeah.
This speech is more like noises, and he can't understand them.
And how big do you mean by big? Do you mean like twice the size of a normal person, 3 times the size? Just like a little big? About twice the size, okay. And do the men of metal ever inquire about these people?
No, they just tell me that I don't need that. If I ever come across them, I will die.
Okay.
They tell me to stay away.
All right. And do these men of not the men of metal, the others? I'll call them the others. Do the others? Do they ever? Where did you see them? Or where do you see them?
Okay, so I'm just going to draw out where he sees them for you. It says he sees the big metal men in the green circle.
Yeah.
And then what he described as the scrappers, he tends to have them in this area.
Okay, so they'll be going to and fro the spore field, it seems like. And when does this man goes out to get his food and so on? What area does he forage in or work in? Like, what does
he goes north.
So he goes over the river?
Yeah.
Okay. And he sees nothing up there, it's just this area?
Just this bit.
Okay. And he doesn't see this the men of metal or the giants anywhere up there?
No.
Okay.
No, none up there.
Okay, so I thank him for his information, and I'll give him a day's worth of food as payment for it.
Thank you. This will keep me going. Yep. So he is pretty thankful to you, but he still is saying to you, "Can you please leave my house?"
Oh yeah, no, that was as I was going. Yeah, I'll pay him with food, and then I'll leave, and I'll just say, yeah, thank you for your.
Okay.
So I'll drop that down to 6 days worth of food. Okay, yeah. And I'll rally the men up, and I'll share the information if they didn't overhear it. So it seems that we have some most likely scrappers, and it sounds like they could be Asumos, or it may be biokineticists. It's hard to tell from the description. He just said that they were giant men, but given the force that was unleashed upon the outpost, either those two seem the most likely. So I'm guessing we should start scouting out now, or but he said when he's based up north, when he scavenges and so on, but he never ever encounters either the scrappers or the whatever these giants are up there. So if it comes to it, up north seems like it could be a relatively safe base of operations if we need to set up something.
So what would you like to do from here?
What time is it at the moment?
Yeah, you're coming towards evening now.
Towards evening. I think we should probably scout across the river. Are any of the men particularly good at stealth?
You do have a scout. Yep, you're going to send them across.
Yeah, we'll send a scout across, and I'll hand him the radio. Oh no, because the radio only goes to base. We don't have a thing back to us. But yeah, we'll send a scout out. I'll tell him to not go too far. Yeah.
Sorry, which way are you sending him?
We'll go south. I want to see what's up with this. Head towards the spore field, and see what's there basically. See if spot any bogeys.
Okay. So while he's doing that, are you waiting for him, or are you going to make your way back to camp, set up somewhere else?
No, we're going to wait here just so we're close by. So if anything.
Okay. So he comes back after a couple of hours, and he says, "Oh, it's definitely scrappers here. They've set up on the sport fields, and they look to be harvesting."
All right. How many?
There's about 5 men there at the moment, but it looks like they're set up for a revolving garrison.
Okay. All right. Did you spot the giants?
I heard them, couldn't see them.
What did the sound? Were they organic or mechanical?
Mechanical. It's all mechanical.
Okay, so an Asumbo sounds most likely then. I wonder if we can use that to our advantage. It sounds like the scrappers may have used them to their advantage somehow. Because I highly doubt the scrappers could have attacked the base with such force that we saw. All right. Well, we'll. I'm thinking. So obviously we have a scout. Did he see any roads going in or out of the scrapper base?
To the south.
Yeah, the one he saw. Yeah.
Yep.
Heading towards the south. Okay. I'll tell him to wait here up north and see if he can just like lay in wait in the grass and just basically observe the outpost.
Yep.
Avoid being seen. See when they do the switch over for the night shift.
Okay. So you're just going to send him to sit there for the day, essentially?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So his report as he comes back is that there are at 10 o'clock in the morning, the caravan arrived.
Okay.
5 men got off. The 5 men who were there get onto the caravan, load up some gear, and then they left.
All right. So it sounds like and they're just one switch a day.
Yeah, just once a day.
Okay. Rightio. Sounds like we should. I think organising a raid would probably be best time if we were to. I think we either want to. We probably want to hit it at just as the switch, just after the switch takes place. Although the Amsumbro do worry me about what they could mean, and I still would like to know which one of the two parties actually destroyed the outpost. The scrappers obviously have motivation to do it. The timber, none of it looked like charred or anything, so
no, none of it was burnt. It just been smashed apart.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, so the scrappers have motive to, but the Astumbros seem to have the means to, and I would hate to think if somehow the two of those are allied up. So I guess we'll send another report to base.
Yep.
About what we've found here, and we're gonna. I think another day of reconnaissance would be good. I want to know, but this time instead of focusing on the scrappers, I want to send him up to focus on the Asumbro and see if he can. Do we have like access to binoculars or anything? Hang on.
Yes, your scout has binoculars.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll get him to obviously use watch the Asumbro. I'll just call them fucking robots. It's easier. Watch the robots. Yep. And report back after a day and see what they do. See what their patrol routes are. If they ever come in contact with the scrappers or any regular humans. Basically that, and then report back. Then.
Okay, so he sees two of the robots, and he says that they're being serviced by the scrappers, so the scrappers are doing maintenance on them. Hello?
Okay. That's definitely getting reported back. I think we definitely won't be able to attack, because if they can call upon Asumbros, 6 of us probably isn't enough to fight 2 of them and a group of scrappers. So I think the best bet is we're definitely going to need some form of heavy ordnance for this. Whether we can get some form of grenade launcher or something. Because I highly doubt we could take them on. What do we want? Let's see. Just trying to think. Sorry. That's payless or different. Just looking at different. That's a payload. Damn it. I think getting in contact. Obviously, this is sort of something the scrappers I can deal with, but the robots we can't. So we're gonna have to get in an expert, I think. And I think I'm going to request HQ to see if they can get in contact with a chronicler and see if they can get aid from the chroniclers. They seem like,
what exactly do you want from the chroniclers?
Information, and if they have any equipment like EMPs or something along the lines of like an EMP or a fucking explosives, what they recommend if you're to deal with an Asumbro, how they would take one down. And obviously, if we manage to take them down, we'll happily supply them with one of the bodies.
With that kind of offer, they actually decide that they want to send someone to you.
Yeah.
So that's going to take a couple of days for that person to arrive, and they're going to be bringing with them EMP grenades. The idea is that you disable the robots and then dismantle them before they can come back online.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is going to be the Chronicler's job. That's what he's doing.
All right. Yeah. And yeah, if we'll, yeah, I'm just trying to think. There's nothing really. I think that would be the book artifacts. Hang on. No, that only has like biokinesis. Yeah, is there anything that HQ could ever want from an Asumbro, or is it fine just because I think we could probably just give them both the Asumbros. I don't see why we really need to.
Battalions have no need for them.
Yet I couldn't think of anything. Apart from obviously they got the amazing power generation and their armor is pretty damn good.
So you want to give them one, and do you want to take the other one? Like, it's up to you.
I'm trying. Yeah. I'm just reading what Asumbro casting does. Hang on, the Sims way for plays a cast. Yeah. I mean, that sounds like the Asumbro casting sounds like it could be really good just to have available for dealing with anything thingy. But then I don't really need the because they have an E cube in them, I believe. I don't think we need. Hang on, that's in fucking artifacts, I believe. Hang on. Energy 76. Yeah, energy. EQ. Because I'm pretty sure that's what they use the power. Hang on. Oh. Oh yeah, hang on. That's harvesting the energy cells. Hang on. So I'm just reading about the it's called item modification. No, we don't use any energy. And this is petrol now. Coal, blah blah blah. Steam engines. Application solar panel, one more, blah blah blah. Energy weapons, no one using energy. Yeah, so apart from the I just want one of the castings from one of the Asumbros, and the Chroniclers can take pretty much everything else.
Okay, yep, cool. Cool.
Yeah, so I guess that'll be the deal we'll make. We'll take one Asumbro one of the castings just to make some armor.
Yep.
And he can have all the eternal parts. We don't need any of it. And then he can take the other Asumbro fully intact if he likes. And
cool.
What he wants
so
with it.
What's going to be your plan of attack? So you're going to obviously you're going to EMP.
Yeah. I think obviously we're going to. I think the aim is to disable, if we can, because there's two of them. Were they two, or were they always patrolling together, or was it?
They have a. They're walking clockwise around the circle, but they're on opposite parts of it.
Okay, how big's the circle exactly?
Hold on, let me think. how do I make this? It's about 300 meters across.
Okay, so like if we attack one, the other one would probably be able to rush over in its defense eventually.
We'll notice, but it will take a while for it to get to you.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I don't know how fast it could clear 300 meters. I mean, and if to disable it, all he really needs to do is pull out the power cube, the E cubes, and that will probably shut it down entirely once we EMP it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that won't take actually that long. But I mean, I imagine it could probably get 300 meters in like a minute. That sounds about reasonable for a giant robot man sprinting.
Yep. The 300 meters for your sprint, that's roughly like half a minute.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that that's enough time for him to hit it with an EMP. It's getting rid of that first one as quickly as possible. If he can get that and then rip out the thingy, we'll probably have to fight the second one, though. At least hold it off until we can EMP it again.
Yep.
So, how many EMP grenades did he bring?
He's got 2 of them.
He's got 2, so it'll be 1-1. Okay, so
Yep.
I think what we'll do is we'll turn the first one into a trap, and then we will basically a mine, or maybe just set it to if he sets it to like a detonator, we when they're pathing around, we have our scout dude, we'll go down, basically get close enough that our scout dude can plant it. When one of these Ubers come around, we hit it with the detonator, and we all pounce on it.
Yep.
And then we have the second EMP. We basically keep on hand for when the second Subaru approaches.
Yep.
And then when we fight it, we will try to. We'll try to disable it. And with the Chronicle, we're going to ask him if he doesn't have time to pull out the second one's EQ by the time it gets over. By the time we have to disable it, how do we go about doing that ourselves if basically if we're running out of time? Because risking any life on this is obviously suboptimal, but yeah, if we quickly have to disable it.
Okay, so the first, what it does is it pulls out some paperwork. It's essentially a schematic of Sumo.
Yeah.
And he says, so the only real weakness these things have is that as soon as they're powered down, they leave their connections vulnerable.
Right. So just sever the connections.
Just sever the connections, and then it's disabled.
All right. That sounds easy enough. So I'll have everybody mull over this schematics just so they know where the cords are to cut exactly. And then we'll see with the scrappers servicing the Subarus. Do they do this every day, or is this?
Yes.
And what time do they do it?
It's a daily thing, and it's about 11 o'clock just after the changeover.
Okay, so I think we hit them at. Do we want to hit them? I guess we want to hit them before they're serviced. So I think we do it first thing, and we could do it at night. Oh no, that's too dangerous. I think we do it with crack of dawn.
Crack of dawn? Okay, so you want to go for like 6 a.m.?
Yeah, go on for like 6 a.m. Be there before dawn starts, so we can get them, disable them, and then when the scrappers come down, we could probably even use the Subaru, the disabled Subarus as a bait, almost, for the scrappers, because I imagine as soon as the scrappers see they're down, they'll probably come rushing over. So if we put them so we put the Subaru, one of the disabled Subarus, so they come down, they see it, they run over, and then they run past us as we jump out in an ambush. We can probably deal with both groups.
Okay, I like that plan.
Yeah.
Cool. So gonna use
I'm
this.
I'm just hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping that they just panic as soon as they see the Assombros are down, and they run over to see what the fuck's going on.
As a bait to draw scrappers into kill zone. Cool. Awesome. I'm assuming you're going to basically spend the rest of your day sorting all that out, and you're going to make your attack in the morning.
Yeah, basically.
Cool. So, what was it you doing? You were setting up one of the
EMPs as a connected to a detonator. Send our scout dude up to basically as soon as like an Assombro sort of passes and gets far enough, he runs up, puts it down on the ground, like just off the path they walk. Because if they're walking around a circle, I imagine this is just a massive ring which they constantly patrol. So he'll put it off to the side, so obviously they don't see it immediately. And then when they pass, we detonate it, frying it, and then we basically run out. The chronicler quickly disables it, and then when the second one comes across, we use the second EMP on that one and disable that one too, and then we'll use the bodies as a lure for an ambush.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm just So you set up your grenade mine, etc., knock off the first one.
Yeah,
that's absolutely fine. Immediately, the other sumo is pointed directly at you and charging.
Yeah. Okay. And as soon as I do that, I order all my men to form a phalanx using their splayers.
Yeah.
And whoever has their EMP, basically, they stand ready with that, and then when it gets close enough, he detonates the EMP to try and disable that one as well.
Okay.
I want to do me a reaction, please.
Okay. Oh god. So much shit now. Reaction. Right, here we go. Psi reaction. Ooh. Not good, but.
So you got one success.
Yeah, one success. Damn, I've only rolled ones today.
Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. Yep, you've been shot, so you can take 6 flesh wounds. Not 6. Yeah, flesh wound. Yep.
Okay. All right. Yep.
What's your do you have any resistances to?
I have armor.
Damage?
I mean, yeah, my armor. Yeah, I've minused that off already. Yeah.
What's that?
I've minused the armor off that already. Yeah.
Yep. Brilliant.
I mean, do I notice where I was shot from?
Yeah, it was from the Umsumo. The Umsumo shot you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just stand ground.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just hoping it wasn't something else. Like if we're getting shot by the scrappers, that changes everything.
No. The Umsumo shot you. So that's the shot. The Chronicle throws his EMP grenade. The Umsumo goes dark. I'm assuming then your men rush forward and do the bits and pieces.
Yeah, they run forth and sever all the connections they can.
Cool. You hear a shout go up from where the scrappers are, as I've heard the explosions and the gunfire, etc.
Yeah.
You have about a minute before they get to you.
All right. We basically I'll have I'll have my men stay in a phalanx formation, move forward, basically cover the chronicler. I'll draw my sword and pistol, and I'll put my sprayer stick it in the ground.
Yep.
and we'll basically, I'll stand behind my men and wait to see what they do, basically.
Okay, so over just off in the distance, you see some figures getting a bit closer as they come towards you. And just before they're within, shots reach, they kind of stop and go, "Who the hell is that ahead of us?" You can see that they've all stopped and they're looking at you.
What weapons do they look like they have?
They're all melee weapons.
Okay, they're all melee weapons. So I'm guessing all the people with us are the Firmigus or whatever they are, the rank 3 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm guessing a couple of them have the fungicide rifles.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give them, if they don't have them already, I'll give them some of the flamethrower one.
Yep.
And they will basically, get them to pull off the phalanx, and I'll have them on the wings of the phalanx. I'll go into the middle with my sword and pistol. I'm guessing since I've been and then I'll have the other two people with their splayers still pointed towards them, and we'll basically itch forward a bit.
Yep.
So sort of doing a pincer formation. So I'll draw the formation.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So I'm in the middle, then it'll be like
middle,
the two like that,
two.
like that, and then the guys with the flamethrowers like that over in the wings, and then they're all basically where the towns are.
Yep.
I'm guessing now with my new terrifying armor.
Yep.
Do I get any bonuses if I was to do a Dominion roll for that? That's the intimidation. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I will. And is there any effects I can add? Effect, origin. Okay, so I can do effects like that. Okay, that's how you do it. So Dominion. What do you want to say the modifier is? Like just the equivalent to the terrifying volume quality?
Yep. Yep.
Modifier plus 2. Oh yeah, Dominion plus 2, yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm going to march forward a little bit, still obviously not too far forward, and then I'm just going to call out. Are you the ones responsible for the destruction of the Spitalian outpost that was to the north east of here?
Who's it to you?
I just basically signal I hold my hands out to the sides. I'm trying to do body language here. Basically, signaling, look at us, we're all Spitalians.
Oh, shit. You hear them yell, and they're trying to run.
All right. I'll get everybody basically to charge. Get the dudes with the firm-side rifles with the flames. They're just gonna basically light them all up. And I'll
sorry, you've got 3 of them. Are all 3 of them firing?
So I had. Oh, was it 3 people with the fire? Basically, yeah, just light them up.
Okay. Sorry, what's the damage on those things?
I said the same as a Spitfire. Sorry. Let's go up to Spitfires. Spitfire. 12 damage.
Okay. Let me just fucking do some rolls there.
And it's magazine 15, fire hazardous, and special. I don't know what the special is. All right, because it's an Anabaptist weapon. I've got to see what the special rule is because it just says as a Spitfire. Oh. Sorry. Judges. Nope, I went too far.
Okay, so 4 of them are dead.
Alright, and I might as well take a shot with my pistol on the
Last one.
On the last
Okay.
one, yeah.
Do your roll.
Oh, yeah, and here's a special Spitfires or Spyro, but as a weakness. Oh, right, they can shoot the tank, right. Yeah. Whoop. Projectiles. Really? Oh, a 2's enough to hit anyway, so.
You missed.
Oh, I missed. Okay, shit. Oh, because they moved more than 2 meters. Yeah. Shit, I'm rolling real bad. I had 6 dice there. I mean, it's better than 1, I guess. But
Yep.
I might as well take another shot then, I guess, until I hit him.
Okay.
But he's probably going to gain some distance, so. And well, whatever he did, he botched. Oh,
Yep.
4.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
Yep. You just sort of just line up, bang! You just see him just fall to the ground straight away, instantly killed.
Yeah. All right. I will leave. I'm gonna leave Louis and one other behind with the chronicler to basically help him out. I'm also going to tell I'm going to tell Louis that he's after this mission. I'm going to recommend him for the what am I called? The preservation the preservatist program. If he wants that, I will recommend it. I'll gladly recommend him.
You can see the admiration in his eyes.
Because I know one of the prerequisites is you have to basically get somebody to recommend you. So I'll give him. I'll say after this he gets the recommendation.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then with the rest we'll move forward and we'll secure their outpost, I guess.
Okay. Yep. So you guys essentially gonna like just go through their little like kind of shantytown barracks, etc.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when you're here?
We're gonna examine, basically see what's here. See if there's anybody else that's like, I don't know. There may have been one person permanently on site that we never ever saw or something. So we're just gonna check to make sure there's nobody else here. See where they keep like the burn and all of that.
So there are essentially just 2 buildings here: a barracks and a warehouse.
All right, and what's in each of them?
Well, the barracks is where the men were. There's no one in there now.
Yeah.
Just various personal artifacts. Various personal things. Nothing too worthwhile in here. There's just a couple of bedrolls, and you can see where they're cooking, etc., etc. However, in the warehouse, there is a big pile of spore.
Yeah.
And a transaction ledger.
All right. Well, we'll take the ledger with us. And this, I'm guessing the spore cusps, they're all in boxes.
Yep, they're all packed up, ready to be moved.
All right. Let's delete artifacts off, and let's go down to burn. Sorry, it's going all the way down. It is. What would I roll to see the potency of this burn?
That's a good question. Go medicine.
Medicine, yeah. I'm guessing it's going to be the burns found in pollen. That sounds most likely.
Yeah.
3.
You can see that it's relatively potent, but it hasn't been refined yet.
Yeah. Okay. So what's it called? Byron. Okay. Resistance against illness, poison, cold, plus potency excess. So what's it do? I'm just reading because I'm allowed to use burns. So Poison like it's dust doesn't feel cold. He has potency of automatic resistance rolls. I mean, it could sound something useful, but I'll take one box back to the fortress, and then the rest of it we're just going to burn down.
Okay, cool. And with the rest of these fields here, what's your plan for them? Are you just going to mark them for extermination?
Mark them for destruction, yeah.
Cool. Excellent. So you've got fields marked for destruction.
And I'll keep one shipment of burn.
Yep, so you're keeping a box for yourself.
Yeah, basically.
So you've essentially now got about...
So what have we got?
Hours before the caravan arrives. You've got 3 hours before the caravan arrives to do the changeover.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, I'm going to ask the chronicler if he could potentially turn one of my last fire canister into some form of detonated bomb.
Yep, he sets it up as a firebomb for you.
Yeah, connect it to a detonator, and then we'll basically go down the road, quite a decent bit down the road, dig a hole, put that in the hole, and then we're going to basically we'll pull the Sumbros into the barracks for the chronicler to work on, and we'll I'm going to ask him how fast does he reckon he could pull off one of the casings of them.
He doesn't really know. He's just taking it piece by piece. He's never actually had one this close to him before.
All right, yeah, no, fair enough. Okay, I just say I understand. And if he can potentially get one ready, I want Louis to put it on as armor.
Okay, cool.
And
then,
I don't know if he'll have time, but if he has time, then we'll do that. If not, then we'll just leave it, and then we'll go off and basically wait for the... I guess I won't destroy the burn yet, or at least we would have taken it out to a field to destroy it.
No, he cannot get that thing done in time for you.
Okay, that's no problem. It would have just been nice, obviously, to have him be able to tank it, but we'll wait by the basically off the side of the road, bomb in the middle of the road, and once the caravan I'm assuming it's just one truck, or is it like 2 trucks?
It's just one.
Just one, yeah, because I'm assuming one would have driven off, people in it would have jumped out, and then the people would have jumped in. So yeah, we'll just wait. We'll wait. We'll go 4 on one side of the road, 3 on the other, and yeah, and then when it approaches, we will detonate the firebomb underneath the truck, and then basically surround it.
Okay, cool. So you could.
And in the 3 hours, we'll report back to base as well, saying everything that's happened.
Tell them what you've done.
Yeah,
etc.
And I'll put Louis up for promotion.
Yep. So you've sent all the information off to them. All your. Yep. Everything's well received. Everyone's happy with you. Hungry. Fantastic. Yep. So you detonate the bomb underneath the caravan. Caravan goes up. Fucking body parts everywhere. Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Given that did what we wanted it to, so we'll go and sit. I'm guessing it's just a smoldering wreck. It's fucked.
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah. No survivors.
No survivors. It's just like burnt to crisp.
All right. Well. All right. Well, we'll leave that.
You firebombed it, man. Of course, no one's alive.
well, obviously, sometimes vehicles can go over a mine and survive, like have a survivor or something. Especially since it's a firebomb. Well, it's a firebomb, but yeah, not compared to like a concussive. Yeah. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, and then we will basically help the chronicler get everything back, and we're just going to head straight to Destructive Fortress.
Yep. So you're gonna head to the Destructive Fortress. You're gonna do
Not,
you?
yeah, we're not fucking around at the moment.
No, cool. You headed your way back. And that's I'm afraid I'm gonna have to end you there.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, obviously we want one of the casings. And the other dude gets the
Yep.
chronicler gets
So you get the case.
Yeah.
And he gets everything else.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So you hand over the transaction ledger. And you are told that you are going to be given new orders within a couple of days.
Yeah. All right. And then and then I'll give the recommendation. I've already done that over the radio, but yeah.
Yeah.
But until we get news from the provost, we'll just I'd like to continue doing missions with him until that day comes.
Yep. Absolutely. He's now near enough your second in command now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, that's good. Yeah, and so that's the end of the session, I'm guessing. How long did it last? Oh, an hour and a half. That's a pretty good session.
Yep. So